Hello everyone, this is Josh aka the Biscuit Eater, and I want to welcome you all to my very first playthrough on my new YouTube channel. Now, what we're going to do today is, obviously we're going to be playing a bit of the Outer Worlds, and unlike what I normally would play in a game like this, we're going to go for a slightly different methodology to the way that I play. We're going to go ahead and play what I think of as a bad playthrough. Essentially, we're going to be playing a particular character that I'm going to be building to be a butthead. He's going to be someone who's not going to be the greatest. He's going to be a bit of a corporate shill. He's going to be dumb. That's one of the things I'm definitely planning on doing. And he's going to focus primarily on melee as opposed to the standard distance sniper type play that I tend to gravitate towards. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and make this a long play. Let's play. That means there's going to be minimal breaks in the play, minimal jump cuts, primarily only if I need to actually step away from the computer, or if I'm going to do a little bit of grinding that really will not add any major plot or storyline advantage to the playthrough as a whole. So let's go ahead and get started, but before we do, let's hit that intro.
All I need is me, myself, and I. Hey, hey. Sometimes I wish I was somebody else. I was somebody else. I go my own way.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start a new game here. I am going to go ahead and this time around I'm going to play a normal. When I did my first run through, when I played what was essentially a good character, I played in story mode just so I could get the full expanse of the plot line. But what I want to do here is actually go for the normal. You won't see me doing hard or supernova style gameplay on any game because frankly, I am a filthy casual and I completely and absolutely embrace that fact. I want to enjoy a game, and my enjoyment comes from seeing more and reading more of the story. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to play normal, so I have a little bit more challenge than I did last time through, especially considering the way I'm going to play. It's going to make it a little bit harder for me, and I hope a little more fun for you. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, I am turning all subtitles on. I'm going to make sure bark subtitles so we actually hear words spoken outside of conversations, and cinematic subtitles. All of them will be included, so I will not have to read those for you. Only those words that are not actively voiced. So continue there. Now, for most of the time, I may jump cut through loading screens like that, but let's go ahead and let them play.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Gotta love the feeling here. So, colony ship, Hope found drifting. Colonist unable to be revived. Oh, goodness. Hope to be left at edge of colony. That's you. Alert. Breach of Hope security corridor. Unidentified ship. I love the feel and the silliness of some of this game. It's definitely got that same feeling that we got during Fallout New Vegas. Same storytelling methodology, which I really enjoy, and they kind of ramped it up even a little bit more, such as with this little gag, which everyone's already seen if they've looked at any Let's Plays so far. But, oh, I should note, yeah, spoiler alerts. All the way spoiler alerts. Phineas Vernon Wells, status, fugitive, wanted by Halcyon Holdings Board for crimes against the colony. And there we are.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Right, here is our character selection. So, I do know that I want to be dumb.
You're easily brainwashed. Glad I found you before the board did.
Gotta love some of his commentary. We'll go through just a couple more.
You took a few blows to the brain pan.
And one more for good luck.
You're easily brainwashed.
Oh,
Glad I found you before the board did.
You do better than that. Let's get a new one.
That's all right, friend. I'll be the brains for both of us.
Okay, and all of them have a little bit of this.
Rather anemic, but at least you'll fit in. You never did get used to the ship's gravity. You've run into your share of lampposts. You've been commonly described as odious and boorish.
We're going to go ahead and keep that particular one.
High blood pressure. Could keep you from blacking out, at least.
But actually, we're going to go ahead and pump a little bit into our temperament.
Cool-headed, and not just because you're frozen.
Kind of boring, but yeah, we're going to call it good. Give him a decent perception. Definitely want to pump up...
No signs of muscular atrophy. Splendid.
Give definitely a little bit to our dexterity and strength. Want to be low intelligence, decent perception. Actually, high perception, below charm. I don't want him to be able to charm his way out of just about anything. But I want him to have a good temperament, so we at least have that health regeneration. So let's go ahead and go with that. Now, for skills?
Good. I need someone who can smack a little sense into this colony.
Like I said, I want to go with melee as my primary one. The other one we want to do... We're not going to focus as much on sneaking and lockpicking and all that, although it's kind of needed, but we're going to go ahead and do dialogue.
You could probably talk your way out of a landing ticket.
One of my rules for this particular playthrough is if I can intimidate, we're going to intimidate. So, we're going to go ahead and go with those two. Now, I want that extra little bonus to one-handed melee, so we're going to go ahead and go with a sous chef.
Sous chef? Some kind of flavor specialist?
Alright, yeah. We're going to go ahead and go with male. And let's randomize first. Kind of liking it. That's... Oh, because it went female. Okay, that's funny. Ooh. You're looking nasty, buddy. Kind of liking you for a little bit of a baseline. Yeah, we're going to keep you for a baseline. No. I want him to be a little trollish, so I actually like that. Skin tone, rather anemic. I like it. Let's go ahead, though, and go for something a little more sinister. Don't think we'll get red eyes, but... There we go. Unless we get actual red. I don't think we do. Oh, ooh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Definitely push the brow down a little bit. Hell, all the way. Push the brow forward a little bit. Give him a little bit of chromag there. And... Oh, I got it. That's horizontal. That was, we still want that wide. The brow to vertical. Eye horizontal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna give him that narrow eye ridge. Eye size. Forget that. We want him to have huge eyes. So vertical, push them up into the brow a little bit. Jaw. You gotta have a big jaw. Gotta have a big jaw. A tiny little mouth. Yep. Piggy mouth. Let's see. Nose. I'm actually kind of liking the nose as it is, although a little bit bigger. Yep. Bit of a schnoz. And cheeks. Oh yeah, hollowed out cheeks. Okay, so I'm actually liking that face. Hair. Not liking the hair. I want to have something, again, a little more sinister. I wish we had this with longer hair. That would be awesome. Let's just double check. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit better. Can't go pretty. Can't go pretty with this at all. Nope, it looks like the long raggedy is what we're gonna go with. I think that was just a little bit further. And there we go, yep. What color should we go? Purple definitely is not. Well, actually, first eyebrow. Of course, for our corporate hack, he's got to have the monobrow. And yeah, oh yeah, mutton chops. Gotta be the mutton chops. And so let's see, what color are we gonna go with here? Oh yeah. And we're gonna name him Bob, by the way, just in case there was any question. Our corporate shill here is totally gonna be Bob. Alright. Makeup, I actually kinda like what we had there, that sickly green. I've been out in the country for a while. Look to him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, I'm liking that. Let's give him a scar. Right. That look good? And yeah, definitely. He has not aged well at all. There we go. Here is our Bob. I like Bob. Alright. And, yes. Hello, my name is Bob. So, going from there. And next, here's our summary. So, decent one-handed melee, decent two-handed. I'm not going to focus at all on guns. I mean, we'll probably have one just for the sake of it, because we'll probably have some situations where a gun will be needed. But there's that. Of course, I'm going to have to figure out how to use dodge and block, because I'm going to be doing melee, and I never bothered with my previous playthrough. This should be interesting. Intimidate. If Intimidate skill comes into play, we will always use it. If there is no Intimidate, and Lie is the other option, that will be our other option. Sneak's not going to be so much. We're probably going to just go in guns blazing, hack. I'll probably want to put a little bit into hack, and lockpick if I have extra, but we're going to be focusing again primarily on our melee and social skills. Inspiration and determination, we're not going to plug anything into, really. Same with medical or any of the science options there. So there we are. That is Bob. Let's go ahead and take Bob into the game. Too bad you're picking a guy who's totally going to betray you
Looks
at the
to
very
be your
first
lucky
opportunity.
day, my friend.
By the way, you may hear occasionally a couple clicks or even me swallowing. I'm a good gamer. I keep myself well hydrated throughout my game sessions. My apologies if that bothers anyone, but it's going to happen, so get used to it.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Orbiting Laboratory, Halcyon System, Terra 2.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive.
Shit.
inoperable.
Yeah, so there will be a little bit of language, just be aware. Not from me, but from some of the characters, and I'm not going to bleep any of it out. Here's going to come some of that humor again. I love the...
Ah, there
methods
you
here.
are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Here we go again. Now, like I mentioned, sometimes through load screens I may decide to do a jump cut, just so you don't have to sit here if it's a very long cut screen, but we'll see what happens.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I held it there for a moment because I think that might make for a fun first, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yes, thumbnail. I will warn, I do that sometimes. I actually have a thing where certain words simply just don't associate in my mind. A lot of us actually deal with that on a regular basis, and sometimes I am one of those people. So just bear with me if you ever hear any sudden random pauses in my speech. This is a very normal thing and just something that I have to deal with from time to time. I really do appreciate it. Anyways, here we go. So learning bits and bobbles of movement and how it expects you to run things and play things. Nice little easy opening tutorial. Now, this gives you an idea of what some of the standard visuals you're going to see. I'm going to hold it here too because this might be a decent thumbnail image as well. There we go. So let's go ahead and get some Adreno there. That's your primary healing agent. And now here we gotta do some. Here's one of the fun things about sneaking out. I like this particular method that they use. When you're in tall grass, the tall grass around you actually will fade away. And this will actually sometimes even hide some of the body. So what it's telling me to do here is, it says I'm in the area for these timid candidates to actually notice me. But if I'm hidden, they'll have this blank little arrow above their head. Whereas if I come into a range where they actually might notice me, you notice that it changes and it starts getting larger. So we'll go ahead and try to sneak our way past here. They kind of started noticing me, and because I'm dumb and I know they also in real life I know that they won't see me, let's just get their notice. They're really upset. They're going to try to find a way to me. They never will, but in fact, actually, I think if we do an out of bounds over there, we'd find they just kind of disappear at that point. So we'll sneak down and go down our first little bop.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
As you might have heard if you actually watched any of the previews or have played this game, the quick time ability is essentially like VATS for Fallout, but honestly, in my opinion, a little bit better. Hit pause there for a moment, didn't mean to, sorry about that. Anyways, actually, might as well show you that particular menu. We got a moment here. So this is our primary inventory panel. You go to your character. You've got your inventory. You got journal, which is going to have both your quests and anything you've actually learned or read. We can always go over that at another time. This of course, is the quest you've completed, botched, or are currently on. We'll go over that particular process later as well. And then, of course, our map, which, if I'm really honest, the map is probably the one thing in this particular game that I'm not so crazy about. I really would like a more granular map, but hey, it is what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and hurt ourselves because it wants us to learn about healing. You have low health. Use the emergency medical inhaler to heal. Each activation consumes 1 adreno. I'm a drug user. Woo! Okay, so our first interaction.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
It's kind of an interesting thing about these particular people, all the people in Halcyon, is that the corporations have so taken over things that even standard greetings and goodbyes are replaced with advertisements. That's just the way they talk because they're contractually obligated to. If you're familiar with the movie, what is it called? Imbecile? No. Oh, I'm forgetting now. Well, essentially the "Welcome to Costco, I love you" from. I wish I could remember the movie name. I feel really silly now, but I'm sure people are already. If you're watching this, you're already screaming at me. It'll be in the comments, and I will feel really dumb once I figure it out. Probably about 10 minutes after I end this episode. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and we have the option medical. Not so much. I don't care about that. What happened to you, or Spacer's what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
See, that's one thing here. Is they talk about, and he makes a couple jokes about Spacer's Choice items not backfiring as much, but you never get that effect in the game. And while I'm sure it's just to save on processing, having to figure out if a gun is going to backfire or ruin itself on you or get the backlash of that, it still would be kind of an interesting function to have an actual critical failure on certain types or certain brands of weapons. So again, we're going to be a little bit of a butthead here, so we're not going to ask about marauders, we're not going to ask what he's doing here, we're going to insult him. You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Okay, this is where my first Intimidate is going to come into play. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant.
Jeez.
Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Now, you have the option of asking about the hope. I'm going to go ahead and try not to mention it at all, because I did last time, every time I had an opportunity, and I actually got chided for it by some people. I want to see if that changes by not mentioning it.
You hit your head or something?
Can you tell me?
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Alright, I'm off. Now, if I wanted to, I could kill him. Nearly every person in this game is killable, even the important people. You actually could go through and kill everyone in the game, and it's a permanent death in nearly every case. Really kind of awesome they offered that, and I believe the game is even completable should you do that. Not going to be that much of a raging butthead, but we are definitely going to go ahead and take all his provisions, because frankly, He's dead anyways, even though I'm not going to be the one to kill him. He's going to die at some point soon. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, I'm not going to go on any murderous rampages or anything like that, but okay. Let's go ahead and actually let's make sure I'm not missing anything else over here. Excuse me. Alright, here we go.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the...
So, like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of gunplay. I'm going to primarily do when I can at least melee, but we gotta get a melee weapon first. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as to take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving in attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Q is our use. That's finally now enabled for us. So, okay, let's go ahead and sneak for a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and Alright. You've unlocked perfect blocks. When you time your block just as the enemy melee attack arrives, the stagger the enemy, open them up. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what they said, but because sadly I missed it. Oh, armor management. Drag armor and helmet items up to the equipment slots to wear them. You can also manage your armor here. Break them down, inspect them, compare to other armor, tag them as junk, or drop them. Okay, it says I picked something up. Consumables. Okay, you guys know what consumables are. And honestly, in my story playthrough, I pretty much sold everything but the Adreno. I almost never used anything else. May change in this particular playthrough. Don't know. Don't know what new things I picked up. Let's go ahead and just clear out all of this basic stuff, just because I want to make sure if something new comes up. That's a nice thing. Anything that actually comes up on this particular screen as part of the walkthrough or tutorials will show up here. I'm hoping that items that we read also show up there, but no telling on that. We'll know for sure later. Stealth, awareness, cover, sneaking, blah. Companions. Don't have any companions yet. Symbols. Okay, so Codex is done now. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and go back. Corpses and containers. Hold items you can take. Alright, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of looting here. Don't mind me. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag packs are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. What's nice is it comes to a point where it's actually you don't even need anything. Ooh, there we go. There is our first melee weapon. Give me a second, and we will go ahead and set that up. Weapon management, blah blah blah. You guys know how this works. Alright, so, in fact, actually, you're going to be in slot 1. There we go. Melee weapon it is. We'll prefer something sharp, but again, gotta take things as you get them. Now, where is his body? Oh, there it is. Nothing on him. How rude. He should at least be lootable. That's just inconsiderate if you ask me. There's some more marauders. Go ahead and sneaky, 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 sneaky. Because they don't know who I am yet. Now, here you go. Thought it would come up. Yeah, another guy coming around the corner here who hopefully will see that body and get all scared, and I'll be able to...
You hiding? You scared?
Yes, I'm hiding. No, I'm not scared. I'm just getting ready to beat you upside the head. Ooh.
Come out and play.
Oh, hi. I don't know how to block yet. Don't mind me. I will figure it out. Yeah, I just gotta figure out the timing. But there's a knife. Knifey, knife. Okay, go back to our inventory. And don't need gun. Alright, and you are 4 versus my 3. Yep. Looking all spiffy now. Ooh, we look like a marauder. Excuse me, sorry about that. A little bit of frog in my throat. Ribbit. Okay. So, took care of some raiders, or marauders as they're called here. I'm thinking a little too much Fallout.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Well, sure, fine. You can be that way about it. Who are you? I don't want to talk to you. You seem mean. Let's talk to you.
Talk to the lieutenant. She's certified in customer service.
Fine. Alright, how about you?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Okay, so just landing violation, let it go. So I heard if one of your teammates hold him in a cave. I've already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed. Just tell her about your teammate. Why not?
Really? How is he?
Bleeding and delirious, but still kicking. Or still a moron. I'm hoping you're a little brighter.
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
So don't worry, you sit down, I'll handle it. Coward, I'll do it myself, blah. Although that definitely is fitting with the butthead side of things. Again, my rule, intimidate. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we
I'll go with you, why not? So, I did all your work for you guys. How rude. Huh. Hey, at least I get a mining helmet out of it. Another light pistol I can sell off. Yay. Okay, so, let's see what we got here. Yep, we'll go ahead and throw that there. Again, 4. Stealth skills, woo, yay. Combination, okay, so nothing special there. Got 2 pistols now I don't really need. New in my journal. New in the codex. Let's see what we've got. Okay, again, more basics. I wish they said which section you have new stuff in. That would be nice. Okay, apparently I missed the other one. No? No? There we go. Melee weapons can block. Okay, so, there we go.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Sure it will. Especially since you really don't like the fact they landed where they shouldn't.
Damn marauders are out of control.
Yeah, they sure are. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure I'm not actually going to Be a murderer. Not gonna play the murderer role this time around, just the jerk. Alright. You can fast travel locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination. That
Please
comes
be
in handy.
informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Shouldn't lie to me, Ada.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
You keep saying that, but somehow I just don't believe you.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select a weapon or armor that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. That can actually be really useful in this game. So we're going to go ahead. I don't need the extra money right now. So we're going to go ahead and break down that pistol. Probably should keep at least one distance weapon on me at all times, but again, don't need the money right now. We can always grind that out later. So let's go ahead and see, can I tinker anything? Or actually, if I remember correctly, I think there was actually a quest for that later on, so let's not do that quite yet. Was there? No. Okay. Not yet, but I think there was later on. Once we get control of the ship. First, I love her responses.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
I love how Ada sounds kind of like GLaDOS. Just a little bit.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Kind of has the tone of GLaDOS too, which I'm pretty sure was intentional. But hey, we're going to go ahead and steal anything that isn't buttoned down. That's going to be part of this playthrough as well. If we can steal without being observed, we're going to steal. Okay, so can't go there. So next we're going to go down here. This will take us to...
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
This can be useful if you screw up your build or you need to change midway through. Only used it once in my last playthrough, but I'm sure we're probably going to have to do a couple things where I know I'm going to need a particular build to get past something, and when that happens, we'll definitely use it. Okay, let's go ahead then and go meet Ada. That wasn't what I wanted. I want to run. Yes.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And again, always going to use the dumb response when it's an option. So, great, I'm getting a shot into space twice in one day.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Yeah, we're going to ask if this is Hawthorne's
This
ship.
vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry, or your captain's red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, Then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yep. Dome, nod and smile.
Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Well, I do have an engineering 5, so I can actually say, so where am I supposed to find something like that? Or I doubt I'll find a part that's just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne nonsense.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright, I'm going to level up. Now, every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, melee, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Each skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise or lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Work diligently, prove yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations, you have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management in no time. So let's see. Should we go right into melee, or should we up our defense a little bit? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and put points into let's see, dodge is just natural. Okay. Increases distance travel when dodging, which is the double tap on the space, and reduces the duration of harmful status effects. That's good. The block skill provides both armor rating while holding melee weapon and can allow perfect block unlocked at 20. Yeah, let's go ahead and add. We're gonna add 5 points to defense. And I'm waffling here. Not going to focus on these at all. So I'm waffling between stealth so I can at least have a little bit of hack. Yeah, I'm going to do stealth this time so I can at least have 10 hack. Normally won't do. I want to get stealth up to at least, or hack up to at least 20. I want the ability to sell goods to vending machines. That makes life a lot easier. Okay, so there we go. And then perks. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You can get a new perk every 2 levels. You can also acquire perks points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. And he wants you to be your best to help her be the very best. So, one I definitely want is Traveler. That way I don't have to throw things away or automatically tinker it. That way, when I am ready to start actually selling things off, when I grind, I have that available to me. That's going to be kind of important. We're going to go ahead and we can also do Pack Mule, but first, I think we want to just increase our base armor rating. Apply. Internal, you know what? I guess the codex just is going to continue to be these. We'll see if anything comes up from reading terminals. I don't know if we actually get terminal entries. I hope we do. I did not check during my first playthrough. I will be reading out terminal entries just for the sake of it during gameplay here, so that will make our episodes be a little bit longer, but I think it's worth it for those of us who really enjoy the lore side of things. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, so that's our quest, but now we're going to go back, because I think, like I said, I think there was a quest to do
If
your
your
first.
equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Well, I like the Sentry Saber, so let's go ahead and see, do I have any mods for it? No, I do not. Of course I don't yet. Not yet, but that'll come. And let's see, our armor. We don't have any mods for that either. I don't believe we have any mods right now, no. Okay, so Tinker though. Tinker is really useful. As you get higher levels, you actually have the ability to tinker individual weapons, which will allow you to increase their power, and that's where grinding can become really useful. Go ahead and repair that. Okay, so that's good. So let's go ahead and make sure, even though I don't want to shoot much, we still want to have that in our inventory. I don't have any heavy... Oh, there we go. That's another melee weapon. Item repair, yeah, we already went over that. So, oh, okay, so that's where we can actually repair that as well. That gives us 51 damage, that's 57 damage, that's 36 damage. So this is actually worthwhile to have. Now, I don't believe its current state impacts weapon damage at all, but... Oh, actually it does. So your weapon state impacts its damage. I forgot about that. That's good to know. So... Alright. I still like bladed weapons, but, you know, what can you do? Alright, so, with that, since we didn't get a quest there, we will go ahead and start going back out here. And, of course, they're going to be upset about me.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Like I said, I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna attack right out. Usually, I want to try to lie and cheat and intimidate my way around things, unless attack is the only option. But I'm gonna lie. You have it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Not just anyone is chosen to enforce landing regulations, you know? I had to fill out 4 whole forms.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and head to town. There's a lot of little places we can go on the side there, and when I was playing my previous playthrough on story difficulty, I actually did a little bit of exploration, but frankly, I do not believe that I have the power to handle the primals that are over there like I did previously. Plus, I'm not using guns, and those things pack quite a bit of a punch. So we're going to go ahead and go through this rate. Is that a marauder? Yes, it is. That is a marauder. Sneaky, sneaky time. Sneak is useful. It can help you get the jump on things. And considering I'm not going to be focusing on distance, I'm not going to be able to snipe things as much as I used to. So...
Gonna find you hard!
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, people do tend to lose their limbs a lot, and bodies tend to get lost in the grass. That's definitely something, especially if you're doing a playthrough like this where it's all melee, you will want to make sure you double check and backpedal a little bit afterwards to make sure you get all of... Oh, poor Resident. That's sad. Resident. Okay, where's the first guy killed? He was past here, but I only saw 2 bodies. Did I miss it entirely? Or is it just 1, 2? I'm only seeing 2 bodies. 3. Okay. Ah, there we are. Weapon mods. What did I get? This is armor, so I can up my my dialogue and leadership skills. That could be useful. Excuse me. Again, just going straight to the town at this point. We also are at the 50-minute mark on my playthrough, so I want to make sure that I don't go too over long. I'm going to aim for another 15 minutes here on this particular episode. So we'll go through talking to this individual and then probably call it quits for now. Notice,
hey,
steal.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, hey, I don't know. You tell me.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Don't be so sure. I could be a marauder.
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Not time to lie. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Dumb choice. Junior in humor? Like a comedian?
Nah, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk.
Hey, let's go ahead and get some information. Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yeah?
Town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Now, this is kind of a sad story, and I'm not going to spoil it this quickly, but there is a reason everyone's getting sick, and it's really kind of sad. But we'll figure that out later on in the game. You're not worried about falling sick, or how long? Okay, you're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
How long have you been a junior in humor? Gravedigger, whatever.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
You mentioned those fees before. I can help you collect.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
You lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Any ideas where they're coming from?
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's Choice. Avoid it. Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything.
If you've got a marauder problem, I can take care of it.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
What are they looking after? Loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
All right, thank you for your time. All right, and that brings us at 55 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and walk up to town here. Got a little bit of a side poke into one of these buildings, if memory serves. Yeah, there's an open door there that I can go into. And this is a good habit to have. Close things behind you, because like I said, if it's not bolted down and I won't be seen, I'm going to take it. Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. That's another story for another day. All of these can be broken down for parts, that's why we pick them up. And junk can be sold for bits. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequences. Winky face. Yep, we'll go ahead and grab all of those. Looks like we got a new hand weapon. So, actually, we got several here. Let's look at the shovel. Ah, that's nice. Okay, so shovel, spade, they're all pretty decent, but it looks like my melee weapons here are going to be good for the time being. And yes, I saw that star under journal. That's just mostly the new quests and some of the help files that have come up. Actually, let's go quick through the help files, make sure that now's the time to see if any of our reading shows up in the codex. So it's time to get those. Ooh, yes, under logs. Okay, so that means at least those reading come up. So let's double check to make sure if it shows under logs later. Go ahead and collapse these down. I'm sure I'm going to have to go through these at some other time, but the reason I'm doing this is I may actually be able to skip through reading and then go through logs later as additional content, which would be nice as opposed to taking up too much time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into the terminal. Spacer's Choice. When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Some of these are really funny. So, Edgewater Saltuna Cannery, a Spacer's Choice property. Terminal access. Welcome, Junior in Humor. Messages from In Humor's Association. To Spacer's Choice Junior in Humor Emerald Vale Division. A special offer. Dear reader, your subscription to the In Humor's Association newsletter has expired. I apparently can't read today. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovel's Gazettes and Quarterly. From Spacer's Choice Human Resources. Official advertisement text. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own, from the cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraved headstones, and monograms. Complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Everything is monetized in this world. Okay, inventory logs. Burial invoice. Password required. Act 1. We can actually bypass it. Burial invoice. Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration, industrial accident. Burial status. Successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite fees paid and accounted. In humorous addendum. Today's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from gravesite fees because I'm a kindly fellow. Yes, they have to pay their fees. So let's check and see if anything shows in Codex. No, it does not. Okay, so we are going to have to go ahead and read every single one here. Sorry, folks. That's just going to be how it's going to be. Alright, and can't go through this door, so it's time to go through here. Some of these loading screens are actually funny because it's going to give you context of things you do, especially if they change with certain actions that you take. So there are going to be some that I will never have seen because I'm going to go ahead and actually do things differently on these pages. So it should be interesting to see. And it's loading. But what we're going to go ahead and do here is we are going to close for this particular episode, as it has been about an hour of playtime. I will come back in just a few days and we'll continue playing. So thank you very much for playing along with me. And if you have any questions or comments, do let me know in the comment section below. I'm open to all, good or bad, but be nice. You know, be constructive and give me good suggestions. I'll be happy to discuss them on screen once I get to them. That said, again, thank you very much. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, remember, you got to play to the algorithm. Go ahead and make sure that you like, that you subscribe, that you hit the bell, and that you comment so that they know that you like me, and I know that you like me. Or you know what? Even if you don't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. I'm okay with that too. But that said, once again, thank you very much for coming along with me on this ride, and keep gaming, lovelies.